To compare the size of various color spaces, we can use a utility on the Mac operating system known as the Color Sync utility. I'll go ahead and launch the app just to show you a comparison between the size of different color spaces. In the left panel of this interface, I can see the different spaces available on this computer. There's quite a few of them. We'll go ahead and work with the ones that are applicable to digital photography and Lightroom. First, I'll start with the Adobe Rgb Space. When I click on this space, on the right-hand side, we can see a 3D rendering of the space, and we can shift it around as well. Looking at the Adobe Rgb Space on its own doesn't give us much information. We need to compare it to other color spaces to see the difference. Let's compare the Adobe Rgb Space to the Srgb Space. To do so, I can click on this icon here and select Hold for comparison. Now when I click on the Srgb Space, we can see both color spaces in the plot area. The Adobe Rgb Space is now represented by this white grid. It's clearly larger than the Srgb Space in every color dimension. So I'll just rotate this object around so you can see it from all angles. Each angle represents a different color range, and we can see that the largest gap is in the green and blue color ranges over here. You can see a lot of space over here. Now let's go ahead and compare the Srgb space with Cmyk. You can see here that the Cmyk color mode offers green and blue color ranges that are out of range for Srgb. So the Rgb space is larger, but the Cmyk color space has shades of blue and green that the Srgb space cannot reach. This is one of the reasons that some photographers will work in the Adobe Rgb Space when working with images destined for print. Let's go ahead and compare the Adobe Rgb and Cmyk space. We can see that the Adobe Rgb Space does fully encompass the Cmyk space. Keep in mind that in this comparison, the Adobe Rgb Space is the white grid, and the Cmyk is the colored grid that you see inside of the Adobe Rgb Space.